Here you're looking at the piston inside the cylinder of a BMW. I think it's a 2002 BMW 525i 6-cylinder inline. Low compression on cylinder number 6. Engine hesitates, and after troubleshooting and everything of the ignition, new spark plugs and stuff like that, run a compression test and found cylinder number 6 low, only about 30, I think maybe 50 psi, and the rest of the cylinders are pretty even at 120. So obviously that's the problem, but I run into a situation where after the compression test was done, I decided to test the leakage on the cylinder using this OTC tester, and to my surprise, it came out no leakage, almost very little, almost zero, when tested at 90 psi of pressure at top dead center. So I went on the internet, and I found people that had run in the same situation, but it was they were just speculating about what it could be and blah blah blah. Are the valves closed and whatever? So yeah, sure, it could be different things, but I decided to remove the valve cover to check the cam lobes and the springs and such, and everything looks normal up here. So why no leakage at TDC, top dead center, but low compression? So you can see here, when I put the inspection camera inside the cylinder, I'm not at TDC anymore. I'm actually lower, and at that I can tell that the valves are closed all the way because I'm looking at the actual cam. But inside the cylinder, there's the gap between the piston and the cylinder wall looks exactly like that. I don't have to really say too much about that. You can see that it looks pretty bad in general. I mean, as far as the camera lets you see, but the gap, it's like it goes from really narrow to pretty wide. So for those people that say that leakage testing at TDC, I see people that kind of justify them saying that because, yeah, sure, at TDC is the most, compression and whatever. But if you're stumped by something like this, you may find this useful. There's no argument about the compression being low. It's been, you know, run several times, and I actually did it with putting some engine oil in a chamber, and it did increase the compression by about 20 pounds. You can see that. I'm not sure what that is about, but definitely, if you're stumped, and I've seen, you know, people on the internet, and I want to say that this piston is indeed worn out in such a way that you completely lose compression at any lower point that is not TDC. And I think this is basically what the problem is with this engine. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you next time.